On this day after Christmas, it's wonderful to be with you. I feel very privileged that I have this opportunity to celebrate this Mass for you. If the 26th of December did not fall on a Sunday, it would be the Feast of Stephen, the first martyr in the Church. But the Feast of the Holy Family supersedes that, and our focus this morning will be on family life. As we look at the image of the icon in front of the altar this morning, we see the image of a young Jesus. We have Joseph and Mary. Very simple, very direct. And yet you know as well as I that in living life, it's not a static experience, although this particular icon shows that. But it's only capturing a moment, a segment. When we live our lives, and particularly our family lives, I think there are always challenges. The challenge of just taking care of a young child. And I would say that Joseph and Mary had that challenge with Jesus. Now we know that Jesus would not sin, but the point is, those natural things of raising children, getting up at night and if a child is sick, to take care of that child. And as individuals grow older, although we don't have much about the private life of Jesus in those early years, we could realize that he grew up as any other child in his time and in his place. Today, as we pray and we honor the Holy Family, I think what's important to realize is that that home you live in with your children and your family is the local church. Not too long ago, our former Bishop Anthony Pilla, in writing a document, talked about the family, the home, as the local church. And the point is that it bears reference to this morning because of the fact that in that home, many things happen. And many times, only you know what happened underneath that roof. Most of the time, it's pretty good things. But sometimes there are situations and challenges that we really don't talk about. And I think today, the challenge for us is to realize that your home is truly blessed. And that's why we tell individuals when they first get married to have something of a Christian symbol in their home, be it a crucifix or a picture of Mary or of Jesus. Because it's a reminder of the fact of the sacredness of the commitment of the sacrament of marriage and all that goes on in the family. One of the things that many times people do not do anymore is sit down for a family meal. We either pop it in the microwave or we order in some pizza or whatever. But there should be like one day of the week that they gather together as a family. Now I realize our society is very complicated, but sometimes we need to uncomplicate. And where do we do that? Within the context of our family life. And a final message to those who are infirmed, those who are limited to their homes. Sometimes you're alone, and sometimes you feel very lonely, and particularly during this season of the year. But again, we remind you that as you may have your decorations up for the Christmas scene, that you might watch some television that reminds us of that in the quiet of your room, Jesus is there. Jesus is with you. And that love of Jesus is again expressed as we celebrate this Mass on television this morning. To remind you that everyone is connected to the wonder and the beauty. And especially using this media, it gives us the opportunity then to be able to enter into your homes, to remind you that your faith connects you with so many other people. May this Holy Family feast give you grace and blessing. May you be filled with the love of Jesus during the season of Christmas.